All right, I just got me some warped Scarecrow in the mail, so I'm going to open this up and try it out. Haven't had this before, so let's see how it is. And open it up. This is Cornell and DL. It's one of their special Halloween blends, and it's got quite a flavor already. I can tell just by the smell of opening it. Let's see how many of these little pucks we got here. 1, 2, 3. Only 3. So this is a kind of neat looking little thing. There's a great big crumble cake in here, like an inch thick, and then there's a little tiny one on top. So here's the little one. This seriously, wow, this smells like candy corn. This really, wow. Among other things, what does it say here? It says caramel apples. I can see that, and candy corn. But it's a Burley and Virginia blend. So I think that's going to be right up my alley. I love stuff like Haunted Bookshop. So, and the classic Burley blends, the Codger blends, I love them. So I'm going to try to just see how this is. And it's crumbling pretty good. So this little flake on top. The pipe I'm using today is a little Rossi. This is a sitter pipe. And I don't know where, I think I got this on eBay. So I smoked it quite a bit. It's actually pretty good for Virginias, and I've really enjoyed stuff like Sunbear in here. And it's not my normal pipe I would use for aromatics necessarily, but you know, in this case, I'm okay with doing it. No big deal. I wanted to show you this little tamper too real quick. This tamper is from EP Pipes in Kentucky. I got a church warden when I was there at the Gatlin Burley area in Tennessee, and it was made by EP Pipes, and they gave me a tamper too with it. So just a nifty little tamper, and let's see how this is. Right. I think this calls for a match. So far, just the immediate light, not getting a ton of flavor. Oh, looks like I need lighter fluid. But the room note, shed note in this case, is really nice. Doesn't compare to what the tin note was, but it's pretty pleasant. And the taste, you know, I'm definitely tasting the tobacco. It's not it's not like smoking air or something. Kind of moist. I think that's why I'm having a little trouble lighting it. With getting it to stay lit here. But yeah, definitely like it. And you know, it's got like Yeah, just a really nice room note, really, most of all. But I can taste the kind of nuttiness and the burley and a sort of mild grassiness in the Virginia going on. But definitely not your typical aromatic, but it's nice. Well, personally, I think this one will grow on me. I'm going to try it a little more. You know, just right off the bat, I'm not a super huge fan of most aromatics, but I really like stuff like Autumn Evening. I like Sir Walter Raleigh aromatic. There's some other ones, some of the Codger blends that are aromatics. But you know, I like the taste of this tobacco, so that's the main important thing, I think. You know, it's been a odd month for me. A month ago, you know, life was pretty normal for me. My house, everything, this shed, which has remained unaffected basically. But September 11th, as the case may be, there was a huge flood and mudslide that affected my house. It just rained like crazy right in my neighborhood and dropped, I mean, it must have been 3-4 feet of water came right down into my doorstep. Never comes that way either. It was just a failed culvert up on the county road, and caused the mud and the water and slurry and everything else, rocks, everything else that came with the water, and it broke right into my house. Every square inch of my house, two-story house, built on a slope, so the upper story is above the lower story. I kind of stair-stepped on the slope. Every square inch of my house was covered in mud, debris, sand, silt, you name it. Ruined most of my furniture, basically all of my furniture, except for the wooden pieces that could be wiped off. Took an army of people to get the mud and dirt out of my house. All the carpet had to go. And I've been cleaning up ever since. So there's a lot of stuff in this shed behind me that's been moved in from the house, and it's kind of just here now for now. And there's a lot of stuff moved out. We aren't living in the house right now. It's pretty unlivable right now. We have to tear down a lot of walls, insulation, etc. So we're in the midst of that, trying to get that done. And also flooring, the subfloor on the top floor. The water came in and the mud and everything, and it just kind of went right through the floor. So the subfloor, the insulation between the floors, you know, all needs to be replaced. So this is a big, expensive endeavor for us, which we can't afford really, but we have been getting a lot of volunteer help from the community, from my church, and from others to help. Even had an excavator come in here on a volunteer basis to help move some dirt around that had been deposited. So anyway, that's a big diversion from this pipe smoke, but still won't stay lit. But yeah, putting life back together. But it did make me think how blessed I am, because I have friends and people to help me out. I'm staying with some friends right now, me and my wife. Probably will be for the next few months while we get our house back in shape. You never know what life is going to bring your way. So, this is me signing off. And, you know, I think this is a good blend. Not sure I'm going to fall in love with it and buy it next year, but hey, it's good.